Deepa Das Munshi is a Lok Sabha member of Parliament of the Congress Party. Dr. Fawad Alim is a member of the CPIM leader Fawad Alim. And we also join, my first question is to Shubhaprasanna, well-known artist, and he has supported Mamata Banerjee and continues to do so. Now, Mr. Shubhaprasanna, you know, it's not till the media picks up the story that the police arrest this Chief Minister's nephew. Why? Does this indicate that there is a fear factor looming large?
Actually, I appreciate the whole thing because it is true that there was an incident, and naturally it's a lack of tolerance and etc. But immediately after, when Mamata Banerjee came to know that this incident happened, immediately she ordered police to arrest him. I appreciate as because that whether someone is her nephew or her relative or her friend, it's no matter. The law is above, so naturally this is
No, you didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. Question is, till the media takes, the media, which by the way, yesterday some Trinamool Congress people were thrashing and beating people from a private channel. You may have heard from that. Today, the media exposes the fact that the Chief Minister's nephew has slapped a policeman only after that action is taken. So what does this show? That there's a fear factor looming large. You can't act against Mamata Banerjee or her people.
No.
Yes.
No. Listen, she is very much involved with Restore the Bengal. So she left already. She is in Darjeeling. So naturally, it is the whole situation, and as Panchayat election is nearby, so now most of the parties, they are trying to show their power.
What is
so
that?
They are trying to disturb. They are trying to disturb by hook and crook.
This is Deepa Das Munshi. I'm not sure if the Congress party or the left told Mr. Akash Banerjee, please go because it's time for the Panchayat elections. Hence, please go and slap a policeman so that there's a controversy. And, I don't understand this logic where you point a finger at the CPM for everything. Deepa Das Munshi, what do you think of the argument being put here?
Yes, it is. Yes, of course, it is an offence. First of all, he broke the rule, the traffic rule. Then he slapped the police. An obvious reason, there were people around who were the common people who came to see what has happened. And then he of course, he said that he's a nephew of the Chief Minister. And then I don't know for what reason he was first taken to the local police station, and he was released. And then after the Chief Minister heard everything and he gave the ruling, and of course he has been arrested, he and his friends, allies. At least for the first time we have not listened that it is a concocted incident or it is a pre-planned incident or whatever. Because there are a series of incidents we have seen in last 9 months, starting if it is the death of a child, or maybe the rape cases one after another, or saying that it is a proper, it is a pre-planned conspiracy by the opposition, or we have heard lot of things, and especially from a Chief Minister who has been, we called her very sensitive before the election, before she has come to the power. But when she reacted before, also we have seen in various cases, but now after sitting on the chair, she is reacting in a different way. And obviously the way is like a very responsible way she is reacting. This is not what we wanted. Obviously, there are some people who are saying from her side, from her ministry,
do you believe
that these are small incidents?
Yeah. What I find shocking, what I find totally shocking,
but which is not true.
Totally shocking. Totally, 100% shocking. There is a Trinamool leader, and I think he's a minister, Mr. Shubhaprasanna, right? His name is Rihad Hakim. He said this is a normal incident.
Yeah.
Please tell me, or actually, why don't you tell? What is normal? What is normal? Slapping a person in uniform in Mamata's Bengal is normal?
Government is that if there is a crime, there is a punishment.
No, what is normal about it?
Government's role is that
Why was he downplaying it?
In India or in the world, there is no crime.
No, what is normal about slapping a policeman?
And if there is a punishment, that means that is the government.
People get raped. People get raped. Women get raped. The chief minister says it's not a rape. Another woman gets raped. The chief minister says that her husband, is a CPM supporter, which turns out to be a complete concoction. Now, on one day after that, her nephew goes and slaps.
The husband died 11 years back.
Whether there is a punishment or not, there is a rule or not.
I am asking you.
These people, many people trying to somehow disturb hard. This is a typical
1 second.
Political
let me get Dr. Alim in. Dr. Alim, the argument from Mr. Shubhaprasanna is this all an attempt at somehow disturbing Mamata Banerjee. Yes.
Yes, Shubhaprasanna is maintaining the line that this is also a staged incident and political parties like the CPM will take benefit out of this staged event. Now the meat of the matter is that it was a traffic violation which escalated into a criminal assault on the officer at that point. Now the entire escalation was one-sided. It was done by Mr. Akash Banerjee and his friends over there. That's the way the police have lodged the FIR. Over here no citizen has lodged an FIR. Over here the police themselves have lodged the FIR. That is the meat of the matter. Now until then, Akash Banerjee is an adult, he is a citizen of India and he should be treated as any other person. I don't have any grievance or any understanding or any politics over there. My submission is very simple, that when he was taken to the police station, why was he released?
Why?
That question needs to be answered, because it was clear that the FIR was lodged by the police, a police was assaulted, why was he released? Then again we see that the chief minister is informed and it's on her instructions that he is arrested. So is this the normal course of law?
Yeah, it's not.
Is this normally the way the law will be conducting itself in the state of West Bengal? This is the meat of the matter and this is the question of the hour.
Mr. Shubhaprasanna, do you have an answer to that?
What I already gave the answer.
No, why was he released?
These people, what they will say more.
No, why was he released?
Why was he released? Job to create all these things.
No, 1 second. Why was he released?
Otherwise, how this media, how these political people will do?
No, 1 second. Why was he released? Why was he released?
Naturally, this should be their reaction.
Why was he released?
They are trying to create something.
Why was he released? Why was the chief minister's nephew released?
Arnab, I would just like to...
Just simple question.
That is law will
initially released.
Action.
Initially released.
Tell everything because
no. 1 second. No. The same media, the same media which you target exposed it, and had it not been for the media pressure, Mr. Shubhaprasanna, the man would not have been arrested. That's a basic fact here.
There is lots of other media also. Why you were targeting and cashing the only one media?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. You can't blame the media for asking the questions. Akash Banerjee
requested you.
Sir, sorry. This is a
target to the city.
Sir, this is
West Bengal, and you try to see what is the situation.
Sir, last week when we asked a direct question, one of our reporters was told you are a left agent. When you're asked why is something happening in Birbhum, you are a left agent. The question is being asked tonight because Akash Banerjee can be charged under 319 causing hurt, 320 causing grievous hurt, 323 voluntarily causing hurt, 189, 186, 353, 506 criminal intimidation. He can be charged under all these offences.
Or relative, that doesn't matter.
He can be charged under all the offences. I am quoting the law to you tonight. I'm quoting the law to you tonight, sir.
Basu sound like Jandan Basu.
Sir, I am asking you, a person under section 353, assault to deter a public servant to discharge his official duty. 186, voluntarily obstructing a public servant from discharging his duty. Criminal intimidation, 506. Put Akash Banerjee in jail under these categories.
Police started taking action.
No, what kind of example are you setting here tonight? One second. The question is, this sets a bad example, Mr. Shubhaprasanna.
I am fully satisfied whatever action taken by Chief Minister.
Yeah.
And whatever action taken by
yes, Deepa Das Munshi.
I am quite satisfied.
You're satisfied. Question is, are people happy?
The simple question is that the action...
Go on.
The simple matter is that this is a continuous application of the law. The law has not conducted itself with due process and due diligence. There was an interruption, and that interruption has a very serious connotation for the entire state of West Bengal. And that connotation is that if you belong to a particular political party, if you are related to members of a particular political organization, there will be a partisan attitude from the administration.
Shubhaprasanna says,
that is the simple
Shubhaprasanna says it happened in Jyoti Basu's time also. Right?
And
you said that.
Statements from the government side obviously giving indulgence to the party cadres. Of course, the question arises why he was released, and the police person of the OC of that Wadganj police station, he denied that there was no person who came. First, his denial came, and then only the press media people, they started asking then why this allegation is coming out and why Congress is agitating in front of the police station. So he came later on. He was first released, but why we don't know. And later on he has been arrested.
Mr. Shubhaprasanna, can I ask you something? In November 2011, right? After Mamata Banerjee got elected, you would remember. You would remember.
Is it the only and first incident in all over world or all over India or all over West Bengal?
Of what? Of what?
No, not at all.
Yes, I would like to say, Arnab.
No, of what? Are you justifying the act? Yes, Dr. Alim. Dr. Alim.
West Bengal has seen a number of firsts within the past 8 or 9 months. The first time in West Bengal, the Chief Minister goes to a police station to release people who have been detained by the police. This is the first for West Bengal. It's never happened before in West Bengal. I would like to inform Mr. Shubhaprasanna. The first thing we had in West Bengal was when a minister addresses a press conference at 4 o'clock in the evening, and by 10 o'clock one of the workers under him commits suicide because of that press release. So these are firsts that are happening in West Bengal, and as these what you call peels slowly wear off, while the left was here for 34 years, that will become more and more evident.
Yeah. Mr. Shubhaprasanna, I think the point here tonight is, what has happened is extremely unfortunate. It set a very dangerous precedent. It has set a very dangerous precedent.
Total episode is unfortunate, no doubt. But still I believe we have faith.
No.
Whatever the law, whatever.
In November 2011. In November 2011, Ms. Mamata Banerjee as Chief Minister stormed into a police station to get her men released. That too was seen to be an inappropriate and perhaps even an unlawful act. Today, 1 minute. Maybe the police officer, maybe the police is scared to take action against.
Very important reason. You have to know.
Whatever the reason, that is not the process.
Communist people trying to.
That is not the process. There the law should take its own. You cannot have no faith in the legal process. You can't change the process.
You
can compare with other chief ministers,
the mob that attacked the Bhawanipur police station.
There is a process.
The chief minister Today the police is attacked again.
Have you seen
any time? And the chief minister's name is used.
There is a fire.
And there is a discontinuation in the action of the law and the police. And the chief minister has to save face. I think so. The chief minister's action is too little, too late.
Okay, we need to.
Allowance of the police to go ahead with due process was too little, too late.
Of course, it's the chief minister's nephew who's done it. She can't be held responsible for it beyond a point. But there's a dangerous pattern, and Mr. Shubhaprasanna, everything to just say the media is after us. A section of the left along with the media, that's a little, I don't think it's the appropriate response, but maybe there'll be a re-evaluation of that as well.
Media means what?
No.
If you think that Communist Party's media is telling something, there is also other media. You have to see. You have to read other newspaper also.
You see, Mr. Shubhaprasanna,
I am waiting for Mr. Shubhaprasanna to enlighten me. I am waiting for Mr. Shubhaprasanna to enlighten me that what was the reason that the Chief Minister went and released those people who had attacked the Bhawanipur Thana.
Okay, now we're not going to get into that.
Mr. Shubhaprasanna,
gentlemen, we won't go. We can't. Bottom line is, don't shoot the messenger, don't slap a policeman, don't target the media, don't physically assault a policeman, and don't at any point of time castigate or cast aspersions on the honesty of a traumatized rape victim. These are certain basics tonight. I don't want to repeat them again.
There was a chance of communal violence.
Yeah, sure.
There was a chance of communal violence.
Fine, but there is a process for that.
There was no Muslim area nearby in Bhabanipur
There's a process.
I stay very
There's a
nearby
process
to
for that. I think.
No.
I would like to invite Mamata Banerjee to take some questions on the news hour as soon as she's ready to. Many of these questions actually can be directed at her. If she comes on the news hour, we'll be grateful. Thank you very much for joining me on that second debate on the news hour tonight.